Okay, we're at Algebra 1, Section 5.2, and we're going to talk about a different method of solving systems of equations other than graphing, and this one method is substitution. So let's just jump into an example. Let's say that these are my two equations, 1 and 2. Notice they're both equations in x and y. I have two equations with two unknowns. That means I can solve it. So if you look at equation number 1, it's already solved for y. So I'm going to take this and substitute it for this in the second equation. So I have 6x minus 5 times this whole thing equals negative 19. I'm going to go ahead and distribute the negative 5. So I'd have 6x, negative 5 plus negative 2x is positive 10x. Negative 5 times negative 9 is positive 45. And notice that I have nothing but x. So now I have one equation with one variable, and I can solve for x. I'm going to collect my like terms. 6x plus 10x is 16x. And then I'm going to subtract 45, which leaves me 16x equals negative 64. And divide both sides by 16. So x is negative 4. Now I'm going to take that x value and plug it back up here and solve this equation for y. So plug this x into equation number 1. And now I have y equals negative 2 times negative 4 minus 9. Negative 2 times negative 4 is a positive 8. 8 minus 9 is negative 1. So the solution is, remember, x is negative 4 and y is negative 1. So this point, negative 4, negative 1, is where these two equations intersect when you graph them. Let's do another example. This one is from your worksheets, number 7. Okay, I'm going to solve this equation for y because it's going to be super simple. All I have to do is divide both sides by 5. So I know that y equals 2. Well, if y equals 2, I'm going to substitute it for that y right there. And then that gives me x minus 3 times 2 equals 4. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. Add 6 to both sides. So x equals 10. Well, I had already solved this, that y equals 2. So the way I write my answer is x is 10, y is 2. Number 13 is a little different. It says write a system of linear equations that has negative 2 and negative 1 as a solution. Well, as you can imagine, there are infinite possibilities. I just threw this together. One of my equations would be x plus y equals negative 3, because I just added these. X plus y, negative 2 plus negative 1 is negative 3. And then the next one I said 3x plus 2y equals negative 8. So if I took x and multiplied it by 3, I would get negative 6. If I multiplied that by 2, it would be negative 2. And negative 6 plus negative 2 is negative 8. Again, as long as this point is a solution to both of these, then you know you've done it right. So there's an infinite number of possibilities for that particular problem.